little splash of water in it and it kind of sizzles, that's what you're looking for. About a tablespoon of olive oil. I've got the stove temperature is at about medium to start out with. I'm going to go ahead and add my carrots. I've got garlic. And what did I do with my ginger? A little bit of ginger and a little bit of turmeric, which doesn't really taste like anything, but it adds a nice color. And it's also really good for your joints and immunity, and anything that's a bright color is always really good for you. Although, you also need a certain amount of white fleshed fruits and vegetables, which is why you should just put onion in everything. I'm going to do all of the vegetables at once and get them almost done. And then take them out, put them in a pan, and then cook the chicken. So, let's go ahead and add in the rest of our vegetables. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic and ginger, this, so it can absorb the flavors while it's sauteing. And for those of you who really like measurements, it's probably about half a teaspoon. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut small. I also have my chicken at about room temperature, which is what you want it to be before you start cooking it. I'm gonna pour the extra juice from the marinade over while it sits here on the cutting board. You can hear the vegetables just sizzling away. And remember, we don't want to cook them all the way this first time. Because we're going to add them back in when the chicken is done and cook everything together with a little bit of sauce just for a minute. We've got our skillet warm, got another tablespoon or so of oil in it, and I'm going to go ahead and dump in the chicken. There's still plenty of fresh vegetables, but if you're in an area where you can't get fresh vegetables, you can easily use either frozen or canned for a stir fry. With the canned, I would drain them and rinse them a little bit. Always rinse your canned vegetables to get some of the salt that they use as the preservative off of it. And if you're using frozen vegetables, make sure you don't let them thaw first, because they'll get soggy and they'll cook strangely. So you want to dump them in while they're frozen. I have rice in the refrigerator left over from another dish, so otherwise I would be cooking some rice right now at this point in the recipe to go with it, or sesame noodles, or whatever it is that you like to put with stir fry. They've been sitting here in a container ready to add back in, so I'm going to go ahead and dump them back in. And now that I've got everything all together, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more soy sauce. And remember what I said about how you can never have too much garlic. A little bit more garlic. Some turmeric for color. And stir that all up. To make our sauce, I'm going to take a little prep bowl and a little bit of cornstarch. Probably about a half a tablespoon is what I'm going to start with. We'll see whether that's enough. I'm going to add some cold water. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour that in over top. Turn the temperature down just a little bit, because it's already cooked. We're not cooking it anymore. We just kind of want all of the flavors to blend and incorporate together. And we want a little bit of heat to bring the cornstarch and the water and the soy sauce all together. There's our stir fry. It looks delicious, it smells delicious, it's probably going to taste delicious. And that is how easy it is to make your own version of stir fry right at home. All right, everybody, have fun.